How's everyone doing today? Welcome to week 8. Sorry for the delayed chat. I know I didn't post it there as quickly as I usually do on Sunday. But for week 8, we're looking at chapter 12 and chapter 14. It's going to be dealing with monopolistic competition and oligopolies and the markets for factor inputs, which is basically the labor markets. When we look at week 8 in monopolistic competition, think of fast food restaurants, which are restaurants that are very similar. The products are slightly different though. And then when products are slightly different, they can charge a different price. That's the key point of monopolistic competition. Being able to charge a different price for slightly different products. Now, when you look at monopolistic competition, you're looking at the factors that are dealing with the market structures. You want to focus on product differentiation, very low barriers to entry in and out of the market, many buyers and sellers, which is very important in this analysis. Now, for this week, you're going to have a quiz in the My Econ Lab work. So, for My Econ Lab, you get 2 attempts. For the quiz, let me go through the quiz with you. You get 1 attempt, you get 40 minutes, and in that 1 attempt, if you start it at any point, you have to complete it because the clock is always moving. I know the directions say save and start or resume later, which is true, but you can stop it. Let's say I'm on the computer right now and I'm like, I'm going to close it out. You have to start the computer back up, but the clock is always running at all points. Okay, so make sure to focus on that. So get a piece of paper out, and I'm going to come right back so we can focus on what you're going to look at with the quiz. All right, for the quiz, you're going to look at oligopolies and monopolies, and we're going to look at the market characteristics. When you look at a oligopoly, you're looking at a market with very few firms producing a lot of the market, which is a key component. So what you want to focus on, the first question on the quiz, is going to be looking at the difference between a demand curve, reaction curve, and Nash equilibrium curve. Second question on the quiz is going to be looking at why do monopolistic competitors earn 0 profits in the long run? And the key to that is there's many firms in the market. They sell very similar products and low barriers to entry. Question number 3 is looking at market structures when there are no barriers to entry. And what is that type of market? Question 4 is looking at labor markets and the supply of labor. And what is it equal to? The supply of labor is equal to what with regard to the marginal expenditure curve? Question number 5 is looking at a market demand curve. What you're looking at is a duopoly, which is a type of monopoly, but there's only two firms in the market. And you're going to look at what happens to the Nash equilibrium price and market quantity if we have a constant marginal cost. If marginal cost is always declining, what are we looking at in terms of price and quantity? Question 6 is looking at a Cournot duopoly, and what happens if collusion occurs? Collusion is looking at where firms work together to decide output. So what happens? What is going to happen with the allocation, the monopoly quantities, and duopoly under that existence? Question 7 is going to look at economic rent and the factors of production. Why is it always equal to why is it always equal to 0? Why does it always have to be 0? Question 8 is going to look at cartels, which is a league, which are illegal in the U.S., but oil firms use this to control output to basically regulate price. So I'm going to give you 2 statements on that, and you're going to let me know what's true, what's false. Question 9 is going to be looking at the Bertrand duopoly model and the characteristics and the common criticism of that model. And then question 10 is going to look at the oligopoly market structure and why is it looking at a prisoner's dilemma. So what are the conclusions with the prisoner's dilemma in an oligopoly market structure? So I wish you guys all the best. Remember, you have the quiz due this week and my econ lab. So you have 2 separate things to complete this week.